Overpopulation is a rising concern worldwide, and it causes droughts, floods, and starvation. The scientists in Europe think of something horrible to deal with the crises. How Dr. Nicolette treats the newborn children would give you spine chills. The story begins with the risk and benefit analysis of overpopulation. The risks are uprising in the form of the excessive need for food resources and lack of natural habitats to fulfill the needs of humans. Genetically modified crops become the need, which further leads to multiple pregnancies and genetic modifications. Therefore, a biologist, Dr. Nicolette, presents the Child Allocation Act. According to this, every couple is bound to have only one child, and the remaining children will be sent to cryosleep, the sleep in which they are injected with certain chemicals and put into a machine for years of deep sleep. A woman named Karen Smitten gave birth to 7 girls after the Allocation of Child Act, i.e. CAB. She couldn't survive, but her girls were born healthy, and their grandfather is their guardian now. He doesn't want to give the girls to government authorities and bribe the doctor to keep this secret. The grandfather finds the edge because all girls are like twins, so he names them after the days of weeks. He homeschooled them for the first few years, taught them skills, and explored their talents. After 30 years, when their grandfather died, they learned to live on his guidelines and never overruled them. The grandfather prepares 7 similar tracking belts for them and allows everyone to go outside only one day of the week. The grandfather also set a hiding place behind a mirror and trained the girls to flee in seconds if ever any threat ran to their heads. Monday has joined a corporate job as an adult and records everything through her wristwatch. She saw a mother crying for her girl because the Child Allocation Center got to know about her second child. They take the girl for the cryosleep no matter how hard the girl tries to escape. Likewise, Monday also manages to win the office tracking system due to the same eyelids and wristbands. While Monday is dealing with the outer world's tantrums, all the other girls are locked in the apartment till she is back. They discuss their childhood while eating a rat for dinner. They remember how their grandfather takes Thursday on her first day at school and trains them to interact with the outer world one by one. They are instructed to never reveal their names in the day's rule. They are also encouraged to introduce themselves to Karen. Thursday shows them the recording of the whole day. Monday's promotion is discussed, which is not just hers, but each one of these puts their efforts into going to work daily and following the last days. Thursday gets so upset that she starts considering the cryosleep better than this cage. She wants to go outside and explore the world every day with her own talents and skills, rather than following her sister's routines. However, they try to encourage the sisterhood, but she leaves the dining table and remembers her grandfather's insanity. Thursday, she left the apartment after her grandfather took Monday to school on her respective day, and she sneaked out for her skateboard practice. The girl hides her secret and ultimately gets punished for Thursday's mistake. She gets her finger cut accidentally, which results in her grandfather slitting the same finger on all of them by sedating their hands. He punished everyone for her mistake of disobeying his one rule. Monday is having morning sickness, and others ask for substituting, but she wants to go by herself. She is going to get promoted today and is a little nervous about her sickness. However, she passed the system monitoring instead. It is stricter today. In addition, a colleague is super jealous of her progress and threatens to spy on her. Since then, Monday's tracker has stopped working. She hadn't come home yet, even though she was never late. The girls are getting worried about her, but since they don't have any clue, so Tuesday decides to proceed with the instructions and joins the office on her turn. She behaves normally and tries to locate any clue about the missing Monday. She gets to know about the last location and moves to the same bar for further investigation. She finds out about Monday's argument with the colleague. She is about to track the colleague's moves, but CAB employees abduct her. They also nullify the tracker and leave the other sisters in confusion. In addition, Monday's another colleague who also used to like her sees Tuesday in their custody. They take her to Dr. Nicolette, who already knows about these 7 girls. CAB is extremely angry about wasting the food on the other 6 children, who should be in cryosleep by now. Tuesday tries to beg for mercy, but she instructs the employee to poke her eye out. Dr. Nicolette regrets her decision to sleep and mentions her worst nightmare about thousands of dead children. But the CAB focuses on vanishing the girls, so they send the killers to murder the other 5 girls. so they enter the building after shooting the security man. The girls already know about them through the security cameras and freak out. They use Tuesday's eyeball to unlock the apartment's door. However, one of them hides behind the locker, and the others are in the same secret place. The killers enter in with loaded guns and reach the buzzer to open the secret place. It seems that they already know about the hidden place. They let them out and are about to shoot them. But Thursday rushes in with a clamp and attack. The girls get the chance to throb them with weapons. They strangle with the iron wire, thrash them against the furniture, and give them their own medicine. Although Sunday is brutally hurt, she gets multiple bullets in her stomach. They try to motivate her, but soon she loses her breath and dies while crying. The sisters sob in pain and say their last goodbye to her. 4 of them are super scared and confused about what to do next. They also find Tuesday's eyeball there and claim that she is dead. The next is Wednesday's turn, and she is ambitious to find out about her sisters before any more cab agents would reach them. Friday, she set a chip on her clothes so that they could track everything she saw or heard. She goes to the rude colleague who was the last to see Monday and talk about her. He can't predict their whole secret, but he knows something about Monday and her contract. She made a deal with Dr. Nicolette and sent her a lot of money. However, even the colleague doesn't know about it, but she threatens him with a gun to say more. However, before he could speak anything, a hidden assassin shot him dead. The cab followed Wednesday, and now they are trying to kill her by every means. But Wednesday got some guts through her gym body and escaped with some flips and throws. She also shut the shutters to distract the shooter and find an escape through the bathroom. She strangles the pipe against the agent's neck and stabs his head against the toilet seat. She cuts the agent's finger to get access to his gun and shoots the other agents right after they open the bathroom door. She was able to get rid of them and finally shot the third one too. In addition, she transferred the file of the contract from the colleague's tablet before running and instructed her to jump in the trash can. Unfortunately, the can was empty and she broke her back. However, she can run according to her sister's instructions. The team of agents is still behind her, but she finds an escape route through a local market where the traders throw fire at the agents. They also don't like cab for confiscating their children, so they let the girl flee. Wednesday runs as fast as possible to trick the agents, but they are a lot in number. Also, they have advanced weapons which can rip her skin into pieces. Although she is waiting for Saturday's instructions, they are afraid of a knock at the door. Saturday opens the door and behaves normally while the other 2 hide in the cupboard. Luckily, it's Monday's lover and try to seduce Saturday, who is super confused and buys some time. She discusses it with her sisters and decides to take him away. Thursday gives her a chip to connect it with the bracelet. She is instructed to link it to any cab agent so she can access their servers. Wednesday is still stuck behind the chambers. They rush back to her and guide her through the roof. It is a huge jump to make, and the sisters encourage the move before the agents can sneak in. The brave Wednesday makes the jump, but gets a bullet in her back. Still, she hangs with the wall and tries to escape, but gets a bullet right in the head. She loses her life in front of her sisters, who regret their hiding in the cupboard. However, they still need to focus and find the file uploaded by Wednesday about the contract. They get to know about Monday's fund transfer to Dr. Nicolette in the most hated campaign for child allocation. In contrast, Saturday is making love with the lover. In the meantime, she connects her wristband with his, which enables her sister to access the cub servers. They find the cabins for children and also find Tuesday in one of their cells. They think of her as Monday, but don't notice the missing eye. Monday's lover leaves for the job and wishes to see her every day, but not just one day of the week. Saturday gets to know that he is Monday's lover. She manages to act like her successfully and talk about his job as well. He doesn't even know the real facts about cryosleep. Hence, Saturday informs her sisters about all this. But the cab agents sneak into the lover's home as well. They don't even let the Saturday to say goodbye and shoot her dead. At the same time, multiple agents reach the apartment and attack the remaining 2 girls as well. They fill the apartment with explosives and poisonous gases. They want to get rid of them at once, but Friday and Thursday find their way from behind the door. They run to an empty compartment and find the staircase to escape through the back street. Luckily, they escape the explosions, but Friday rushes back, letting Thursday run alone. She rushes back to the apartment to buy some time for her. Therefore, she put the alcoholic beverages in the microwave on a 1-minute timer and synced every piece of information to Thursday's wristband. She compels her to move away because it's time to show the real face of Dr. Nicolette to the whole world. She sacrifices herself for her sisters and gives up on her life because she is nothing without her sisters. She bursts the whole apartment into a loud explosion and kills the agents as well. Hence, she cleared the escape route for her sister. Thursday cries so hard that she faints until the news spreads across the news about the explosion. Monday's lover is called for the rescue, and he finds Friday in the coffin. He thinks of her as his lover, but the CAB authorities don't allow him to touch her. Hence, he moves back and finds Thursday in the car, who strangles his neck and blames him for revealing their secret. But he is shocked to see her changed look, which is making him crazy. Thursday realizes that he is innocent and narrates the whole story to him. He confesses that he has nothing to do with it and that he loves Monday. Thursday reveals that she may still be alive because they saw her in one of the cells. The lover also agrees to help and save his Monday. She lies in the coffin alive and lets her lover take her to the chamber room. They get to know the actual reality of Dr. Nicolette when they realize that they are never sending children to cryosleep, but they burn their bodies with high explosive gases. They put the little girl in the chamber and destroy her body into ashes, and they do the same with all children before. The lover also gets to know about the sick mentality of Caleb. He fights the security men while Thursday throws the nurse into the chamber and instantly locks her. She begs to spare her life, but Thursday burns her body. She also injects the male nurse with the same sedative that he was trying to inject her. They find Tuesday's cabin and rescue her after an emotional meetup. In the meantime, Monday is seen with Dr. Nicolette, who is compelling her to sign the contract instantly because she needs to fund the Child Allocation Bureau with her money. She also calls her selfish and rude for sacrificing her sisters to get her identity. Monday betrays her sisters by revealing about all her siblings and, in return, gets her unique identity of real Karen. Thursday finds another plan to reveal the inhuman. Dr. Nicolette does not know that her sister has betrayed her. Thursday dresses up the same as Monday during Dr. Nicolette's speech party, while Tuesday uses the lover boy as a hostage to escape through the highly protected doors. They enter the control center, and Tuesday tries to access the servers so she can interrupt Dr. Nicolette in front of the whole audience. The lover boy is fighting the CAB agents by throwing punches and aiming guns. In the meantime, Thursday follows Monday to the bathroom and asks about the betrayal. She tries to get her guilty, but she has the same reason to justify her evil acts. Thursday sobs in pain to mention the deaths of her sisters, but Monday is still selfish and points the gun at her. She manages to throw the gun away from her hand, and they both start fighting with each other. Monday considers herself the firstborn and the actual offspring of Karen and calls others the afterbirths. The lover boy shoots the agents, and Thursday shoots Monday. Tuesday also gets the video of the chamber, which kills all siblings. She displays it on the bigger screens and ruins the doctor. Nicolette's plan is to kill children for the next few decades. Dr. Nicolette realizes that her plan has been ruined, so she faints but enrages Thursday for betraying her in the close of Monday. In the meantime, Monday staggers into the hall with the gun, which means she is not dead but injured. She points at Thursday, but the CAB agent shoots her, thinking of her as another sibling. The lover boy shoots the agent and creates an emergency situation in the hall. The public rushes away, and Thursday finds Monday willing to say something before dying. She approaches her dying body and realizes that she is pregnant. Monday requests her sister to protect her children in no way. In the last scene, Dr. Nicolette has been sentenced to death, and Tuesday gets herself a new name. They also protect the Monday's babies by growing them in the test tubes. The lover boy also admires the last memory of her love. Thursday named herself as Karen.